Hey doctors, I want to go over with something with you here. This is a topic that there's probably a lot of confusion on out in the marketplace when it comes to marketing. And there's a lot of, speculation. There's a lot of people out there online, Instagram, Facebook, that, are like, content is going to be king, right? Content is where it's at. Building those relationships through Facebook groups, through, going into different groups and creating relationships and all of this. The big problem with that is doctors don't have a lot of time if they're working at becoming successful, and they don't have a lot of time to deal with this stuff. So they have to outsource it, right? So they have to outsource that to someone else to go online and start cultivating these relationships. The doctor doesn't have time to do this themselves. So what is the best way to generate traffic? The best way to generate traffic is through paid advertising, either through Google AdWords or through Facebook at this point. Okay? So you can take that customer and you can drive them directly to a landing page or website. The problem where a lot of doctors fall short, or a lot of doctors say, "Oh, I tried paid advertising, it didn't work for me," or it costs too much money, or whatever the excuse is, right? And I probably had some of those same excuses when I first started doing paid advertising back in 2006 when I first started. And when I presented that to my mentor, my coach, that it was bringing in not so good candidates, and these people were hard to convert, and I was giving them all these excuses, right? The problem was it wasn't the advertising. It wasn't the paid per click. It was me. I wasn't good enough to convert marketed patients. I didn't know how to do it. No one ever really taught me how to do it. And I was used to converting referrals, right? In a referral practice, which is what I was at that time, I could convert 92% of the people to 94% of the people to paying customers. But my fee was only like less than $1,000, and I didn't do prepays. And so the barriers of entry were very low. Okay, so one of the best things a doctor can do when they do paid advertising is find a mentor that knows systems, cash systems specifically. If you want to be a cash practice, use cash systems from the website to the landing page to the lead generation component of it, to the initial phone call to the practice, to maintaining stats, to the initial entry into the practice, the systems on day 1 and day 2, the office. All of these things go into the conversion rate. And if the doctor has a shitty game and isn't good at systems and doesn't keep stats and doesn't convert well and doesn't know how to extract the right information from patients and doesn't know how to lead patients and doesn't know how to create that sense of command as an authority in the marketplace, sure, the doctor's going to fail. But building through content is a long haul. The doctor has to be prepared. It's going to take hours and hours and hours online, answering questions, creating content, doing videos, and it's going to generate small amounts of income, and eventually it can pay off. But when you can drive traffic immediately to your website and convert a client into a paid customer within 24 to 48 to 72 hours without developing a relationship over a period of time, that's the way to go. But you have to be good at what you're doing. And when you do paid advertising, you have to get your game down quickly so you can capitalize on it and have margins. And if your fee is too low, you won't be able to create the margins in the beginning because you're learning how to convert cold leads, cold marketed folks who don't know, like, or trust you yet. So that's where most doctors fall short. Once they have the proper systems, once they have some experience and some confidence, now they begin clicking, now they begin converting. Most every doctor I work with says in the beginning, well, the leads just aren't very good, or it's just always something to do with the leads. But really, it's not the leads. It's how we're handling the opportunities that are in front of us. So once we fix those things, then the practices begin to double and triple. So I hope this helps. Hope it gives you some clarity. Content is fine. It's good. It's long term. It can produce some great results. But it takes a lot of time and a lot of commitment and a lot of consistency. And most doctors don't have a lot of time to deal with this. So they're forced to outsource this, which can be done. It can be done and run that simultaneously alongside your pay-per-click. But if you want to increase your practice quickly, you have to do some sort of paid advertising with good ads and good systems and be able to convert.